What is up, Romies? Welcome back to the Rookie Roamer channel. Let's go, guys. So today we're in for a trip. We're still here in New York City, and we found this cool wolf place. It's called Howling Farms in New Jersey, which is an hour and like 40 minutes from the city. And we're gonna go check them out. Yeah, we're gonna go give you that experience, man. Like, I heard it's really nice. You get to play with the wolves, and yeah, I know that's a bit scary, but it's supposed to be like 90% wolf and then 10% dog, so they're like wolf dogs. But yeah, so yeah, let's get right into it. Let's go. We're about to take that drive. All right, guys, we arrived. We're about to check in. We're like 30 minutes early. Let's see if they let us in. This looks like a little house, though. Oh, look, they got a solar. Oh, this is cool. Oh my gosh. They look kind of scary.
And the tour guide will go over it, but just make sure there's nothing scented in your pockets or anything like receipts or anything with like a crunchy sound, because they associate that with treats.
Oh.
Your hat, you can wear it, but if they're feeling feisty, they might try to steal it, and then it usually doesn't happen.
Okay.
But it has happened. So if it's a very meaningful hat, I can hold it for you.
You're also going to leave your bag either here or in your car.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Bags cannot come in.
But you can hold on to it until your tour.
Yeah, until you're ready.
Oh, no, yeah.
You can either leave it here at the office, or, I mean, you've got plenty of time before the 3 o'clock if you want to run it back out to your car, your preference.
All right. So, guys, these are 2 coyote dogs, man. Look at this.
To my knowledge, they're both 95% coyote. We have a western and an eastern.
Okay, 90, wow.
Yeah.
And then the wolf dogs?
They range in contents.
Okay.
We get from low, mid, and high contents. Yeah.
Okay.
Your tour guide will actually tell you as you go. He'll introduce you to each individual one, or she.
Okay. Tienen que ir rápido. Fast. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Food's this way.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Just fill in right around next to Victoria. There's plenty of space. So we can just get folks to move on down. Same thing, if you folks want to spread out this way a little more, because we're going to make a circle around in front of the platform. We got some good folks right up front over here.
You got some filling over here. So, before I do introductions and start, let's do some pictures. When you
So we're just gonna go kind of in order. If you can have your camera ready, I'll take your phone or camera and snap some photos while you.
Please make sure before you hand your phone off, you put it into photo mode for us. We don't know how your phones work, and we don't want to spend time fumbling with them, because as you can see, they have the attention span of a fly. This is why we have to move quick when it comes time for pictures, because you've got about 3 seconds before they get distracted.
100% wolf is illegal on a federal level for you to be in here with them. So, everyone here is some version of a hybrid. They'll always wolves bred with dogs.
Where did they meet? How did they get together?
That varies depending on who we're talking about. So when I say content, by the way, if that word comes out of my mouth, that's how much wolf is in them. So right here, this is Aristos. He is right down the middle. He's 50% wolf.
50-50.
50% wolf mixed with varying breeds of dogs. And these three, by the way, are all really friendly, so feel free to pat them if they come by.
Do you know what kind of dog?
He is mixed with Malamute. He's also mixed with a little bit of Husky and Shepherd and some European, Eastern European wolf dog I'd never heard of, like Kunding or something.
So they like meet out on the wild and...
No.
No.
Actually, that's one of the biggest myths about these guys is that they, at one point, a dog got out of a backyard and got together with a wolf. They actually they're a man-made creation. They were made back in the 1800s deliberately for the fur trade. Because back then, they would go after wild wolves for their fur to sell. But the population went so low that they had to supplement it by breeding male wolves with female northern breed dogs like shepherds and huskies, malamutes, which is how these guys became a thing. And everyone here is a descendant of one of them, pretty much. So Aristos is now over there. Again, he's 50-50, almost directly down the middle.
The black one.
And he's been here now for about a year and a half or something like that. He's about 3 years old. And he's already one of our biggest success stories because with the exception of these two pups, Buddy and Holly, and Orion, who will pass by, we're not going in with him, everybody here is a rescue of some kind. Because these guys, the fur trade is how they started off, but after that was banned, they fell into the exotic pet trade, which is where they are now. And that's on a state-by-state basis. So here in New Jersey, the laws are bizarrely lax. Like, if there's even 1% dog, which to be clear at that point is basically just a wolf, you can have it in your apartment, have it in your house, do whatever you want. Which is a terrible idea. They actually are 95% wolf.
95% wolf this one. There you are.
Big puppy.
Right across the border in New York.
Oh,
Oh my
you're just a
goodness.
big puppy.
If there's even one
That's a good boy.
they'll kill it immediately.
Shit.
And if they find out you knew there was wolf and didn't tell them, he may growl.
What fish you up to?
If
I can't do both. Oh,
That wasn't you, that was at him.
oh, I was scared.
He loves people. He's about to growl at Buddy again. They love to provoke him. To see what they can
Scare
get
me.
away with. That's the reason they need to be with other people or other wolf dogs so they can learn behavior.
Sorry, buddy. He got you mad? He got you mad. He got you mad. You scared me. You don't like that?
They would sell them.
Bye. These are 97 to 98% wolves. Wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you're very lucky. Lyra is definitely. Be careful of your hat.
I don't think they can get it from here.
Go ahead.
Well, we get a lot of birds around here.
Easy, Jack.
I'm smaller than you, buddy.
So I would not pet her right off the bat. She's
No.
going to check you out.
Hey.
And I'll do the introduction over here
Okay.
so everybody can hear. Lyra. These guys are both about 7 years old. And let me know if you can't hear me. She is unofficially the highest content on the whole farm. Somewhere around 98% wolf.
Wow.
She is a hybrid, but she's so high content that when the DNA test of her came back, which it usually breaks down like 3% shepherd, 5% husky, like whatever, hers came back as 98% wolf and 2% unknown. So she is a hybrid, but she for all intents and purposes is a wolf. And she's what's known as a black phase wolf dog. And what that means is when she was a pup up to about a year old rather, she was the same color as my pants, like jet black. And over time, when she blew her coat out for the summer and grew it back in the winter, she got grayer and more silver until 6 years later she looks like this. And she's also the only one on the whole farm that has green eyes, which you might have seen when you went up there. She's got really striking eyes.
So
right,
Jack
so-
has a birth defect
We're going to head to the last pen, but
On
we're going to
his-
take a little detour.
on his mouth.
Put your phones on record for this.
Okay, hold on.
And if I just tell them to howl, he's going to look at me like I'm an idiot.
Hey Jack, howl.
I rest my case. So what we're going to do is I'm going to count to 3, and we're all going to howl together, and that's going to get them going. Hopefully. So, Jack. 1, 2, 3. What you just heard there was basically what's called roll call. They basically just say, hey, I'm here, I'm okay, present. They will also howl if there's pups that arrive. They'll howl if a pack member dies. And they will howl if an ambulance goes by.
What about a full moon?
That is actually another one of the myths. The reason that myth probably came about is because they're most active at dawn and dusk. In here are our final 2. The one who's coming out here, this is Raven. And the one up here is Luna. They are our 2 lowest contents. Raven is 42% wolf. And is mixed wolf. He is mixed primarily with, I believe, long-haired German Shepherd. And unfortunately for him, is the last one to shed his coat, which is why he has for that long this late into the season. They are 2 of the ones that we take to off-site events because they're super sweet with people, like libraries, educational stuff. And his companion up here is Luna. She is the lowest content on the farm at 26% wolf.
So she's 26 and he's 40.
I've gotten her fully on my shoulders before trying to do that. She is mixed with a lot. She's mixed with Husky, Shepherd, Akita, Chow, Malamute. We think her breeder, who was from Florida, was basically trying to make a pocket wolf dog, presumably thinking that that would make them easier to own as pets, which is not how that works.
She's a little skittish, so you gotta move slow with her.
Yeah, she's going to check you out from a distance, but do not let her size fool you. Maybe the biggest myth of wolves. Who's heard the terms alpha and omega? That's not a thing.
I don't think she likes the camera.
That was based on a study done in the 90s by a scientist with a particularly flawed
Huh?
methodology.
Yeah. She doesn't like it.
Disproved his own study 2 years later. Unfortunately, word about that somehow never got out. I suspect because it's such a good plot point for stories. But in reality, wolves in the wild, the alphas, so to speak, are just a behave. And it has nothing to, it can, but has usually nothing to do with size. You saw
Good
how
girl. You don't like me.
basically runs
Like I said, it takes a little while for her
Yeah.
to get used to people. She's very skittish around strangers.
in here.
Look at your belly rub.
You guys come out this
So, Romies, you reached the end of my video. Guys, I think this was an amazing experience. I enjoyed myself. I learned a lot. I learned that wolves actually in the wild live up to like roughly 3 years, and in captivity can live up to 17 years, which is amazing. That's crazy. Like, you know, they say that it's hard for them to hunt and to get food in the wild. That's why they live such a short period of time. This place right now, Howling Farm, is amazing. You definitely have to check them out for 30 bucks. If you're in New York or New Jersey, you can definitely check them out, and you learn a lot. You get to, you know, get in contact with the wolf dogs, and it's just an amazing experience. Definitely recommend. For me, I give it a 10 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10, because I feel like maybe I could have spent a little bit more time with the wolf dogs, but then again, you know, you have to take consideration these are wolf dogs. And I think also they're uncomfortable because of the weather. It's rainy and it's kind of like humid. I know this experience is probably better in the winter, and I would definitely want to come back in the winter and do this again, because I know you can see the wolves in their full element. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube and have those notification bells on for my next video. All right, guys, please comment down below where you want me to go next and what you guys want to see. And yeah, Romies, I'm out of here. Peace.
They call me Rookie Roma. I'm taking flights overseas. Jet lag, jet skis, the baddie with me. I could take you to all kind of scenes. Skyline, nightlife, come and party with me. Yeah.